Welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring the incredible animals of Upper Schuylkill Valley Park Zoo. First up, a hungry raccoon enjoying a snack right up close. Then a quick look at the elusive bobcat, quiet and on alert. And check this out, a porcupine happily munching away. Let's take a closer look at all the amazing wildlife this park has to offer. We're starting our visit with one of the most familiar and surprisingly clever animals here, the raccoon. Raccoons are known for their intelligence, and they're actually considered one of the smartest mammals in North America. Studies have shown they can solve complex problems and even remember solutions for years. You'll notice those highly dexterous front paws. They function almost like human hands. Raccoons use them to grab, open, and explore food, which is exactly what we're seeing here as it enjoys a snack. Despite their nickname as masked bandits, that black marking around their eyes isn't for sneaking around. It actually helps reduce glare and improve their night vision. Raccoons are mostly nocturnal, meaning they're most active after the sun goes down. In the wild, raccoons are omnivores. They'll eat just about anything: fruits, nuts, insects, small animals, and even aquatic creatures. That adaptability is one reason they thrive in so many environments, including forests, wetlands, and even urban areas. You might have heard that raccoons wash their food before eating it. While it looks that way, they're actually using water to enhance their sense of touch, making it easier to identify what they're about to eat. Curious, resourceful, and incredibly adaptable, raccoons are a perfect example of how wildlife can thrive alongside humans. And this is just the beginning of what we'll discover here at the park. Next up, we've got one of the most unique animals in the park, the porcupine. Right from the start, you can see it making its way up this wooden plank toward its food. And there it is, wasting no time claiming its meal. That quick moment where it chases off the bird might not look dramatic, but it shows that even typically calm animals will defend their food when they need to. Porcupines may look slow and clumsy, but they're actually excellent climbers. In the wild, they spend a lot of time in trees, using their strong claws and balance to move along branches in search of food. Now, those quills are what porcupines are best known for. An adult porcupine can have over 30,000 quills covering its body. Contrary to popular belief, they can't shoot them, but the quills detach very easily on contact and have tiny barbs that make them difficult to remove. As it settles in to eat, you'll notice how focused it is. Porcupines are herbivores, feeding on things like bark, leaves, and plants. In fact, during the winter, tree bark becomes one of their primary food sources when other vegetation is harder to find. Here's an interesting fact. Porcupines have a natural craving for salt. In the wild, they've been known to chew on things like tool handles, vehicle tires, and even plywood, just to get the salt from human sweat or treated wood. Despite their tough, spiky defense, porcupines are generally peaceful animals. Their quills are purely for protection, and most predators learn quickly to keep their distance. Calm, determined, and incredibly well-equipped to survive, the porcupine is a fascinating part of North America's wildlife. Next, we come across one of North America's most elusive predators, the bobcat. At first glance, it may not seem like much is happening here, but that stillness is actually part of what makes bobcats such effective hunters. They rely on patience, staying quiet and nearly motionless as they observe their surroundings. Bobcats are incredibly adaptable and can be found in forests, deserts, and even near suburban areas. Despite that, they're rarely seen in the wild because of how stealthy and solitary they are. Take a closer look, and you'll notice the features that make this animal such a skilled predator: sharp eyesight, excellent hearing, and powerful hind legs built for quick bursts of speed and impressive leaps. And while they may look similar to a house cat, bobcats are much larger and far more powerful. In the wild, their diet includes rabbits, birds, rodents, and other small animals. They're opportunistic hunters, meaning they'll adapt based on what's available in their environment. Even when they appear calm like this, they're constantly aware, watching, listening, and ready to react at a moment's notice. And right on cue, there it goes, dropping down and heading off with that quiet, controlled movement they're known for. Next, we get a look at one of the more elusive and fascinating animals here, the gray fox. Right away, you can see one making its way up this wooden plank toward its den. Unlike most members of the dog family, gray foxes are actually skilled climbers. They can climb trees using their strong, hooked claws, something very few canines are able to do. This climbing ability helps them escape predators, find food, and even rest safely above the ground. It's one of the traits that truly sets them apart. Gray foxes are found throughout much of North America and are known for being incredibly adaptable. They can live in forests, grasslands, and even near human development, but they're rarely seen due to their shy and secretive nature. As you can see, both foxes are resting together on top of their den. This kind of close, calm behavior is a great example of their social side. While gray foxes often hunt alone, they do form strong pair bonds, especially during breeding season. Their diet is omnivorous, meaning they eat a wide variety of foods, small mammals, birds, insects, fruits, and berries, adjusting based on what's available throughout the year. You might notice their thick fur and bushy tail, which not only help with balance when climbing, but also provide warmth during colder months. Quiet, adaptable, and full of unique abilities, the gray fox is one of the most versatile members of the canine family. And moments like this, seeing them relaxed and close together, offer a rare glimpse into their normally hidden lives. Now we take a look at one of the most iconic birds in North America, the bald eagle. With its striking white head and powerful build, the bald eagle is a symbol of strength and freedom. But beyond its appearance, it's an incredibly skilled hunter, using sharp eyesight to spot fish from high above before swooping down to catch them with its talons. A true symbol of the wild, the bald eagle remains one of the most recognizable and respected birds in the world. Next up, we have one of North America's most recognizable birds, the wild turkey. Here you can see a male, also known as a tom, pacing along the edge of the enclosure. This kind of movement is often tied to awareness and territory. Male turkeys are constantly on the lookout for both rivals and potential mates. As we get closer to the end of this clip, watch what happens. He begins to puff up and fan out those tail feathers. This display is called strutting, and it's used to attract females and show dominance. The larger and more impressive the display, the better his chances of standing out. Male turkeys also have other unique features, like the fleshy wattle and snoot on their heads, which can actually change color depending on their mood or excitement level. Now as the scene changes, we see both a male and a female together. The female, known as a hen, is more subtly colored, which helps her stay camouflaged, especially when nesting. Strong, vocal, and full of personality, the wild turkey is much more dynamic than most people expect. Next, we're heading inside the Reptile and Amphibian Center here at Upper Schuylkill Valley Park. This space is home to a variety of cold-blooded animals, many of which rely on carefully controlled environments to stay healthy. Unlike mammals and birds, reptiles and amphibians are ectothermic, meaning they depend on external heat sources to regulate their body temperature. As you look around, you'll notice heat lamps, water features, and specialized habitats designed to mimic conditions found in the wild. Up next is one of the most powerful reptiles in North American freshwater habitats, the common snapping turtle. With its rugged shell, long tail, and strong jaws, this turtle looks almost prehistoric, and in many ways, it is. Snapping turtles have remained largely unchanged for millions of years. Unlike many other turtles, they spend most of their time in the water where they feel safest. On land, they can be surprisingly defensive, which is where they get their name, using a quick, powerful snap to protect themselves. Their bite is incredibly strong, and combined with a flexible neck, they can strike with surprising speed, but in the water, they're much calmer and tend to avoid confrontation. Snapping turtles are opportunistic feeders, eating fish, plants, insects, and even carrion. This varied diet helps them play an important role in keeping aquatic ecosystems clean and balanced. Next, we take a closer look at one of the smallest and most eye-catching turtles in North America, the spotted turtle. With its dark shell covered in bright yellow spots, this turtle is easy to recognize. Each individual has a unique pattern, almost like a fingerprint. Spotted turtles are typically found in shallow wetlands like marshes, bogs, and slow-moving streams. They prefer areas with plenty of vegetation where they can hide and forage for food. Despite their small size, they're active hunters, feeding on insects, worms, and small aquatic animals. They'll also eat plant material, making them omnivores. These turtles are most active during the cooler parts of the day, especially in the spring and fall. During the heat of summer, they may actually go into a state similar to hibernation, called estivation, to avoid extreme temperatures. Next up is a small but tough freshwater species, the musk turtle, often nicknamed the stink pot. That unusual nickname comes from a defense mechanism. When threatened, musk turtles can release a strong, musky odor to deter predators. Unlike many other turtles, musk turtles spend most of their lives in the water and don't bask as often. They prefer slow-moving rivers, ponds, and wetlands, where they can walk along the bottom using their strong legs rather than swimming constantly. You might notice their domed shell and relatively long neck, which helps them reach out quickly to grab food. Musk turtles are carnivorous, feeding on insects, snails, small fish, and other aquatic creatures. They play an important role in keeping these ecosystems balanced. To wrap things up, here's a look at a lesser-known bird, the Chukar Partridge. Native to rocky, mountainous regions of Eurasia, chukars are well adapted to dry, rugged environments. Their strong legs make them excellent runners, often preferring to move quickly across the ground rather than take flight. With their bold markings and distinctive call, they stand out despite their relatively small size. And with that, we've reached the end of our visit to Upper Schuylkill Valley Park Zoo. Thanks for joining us as we explored these amazing animals. Be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next adventure.